we need to talk about something. Something that a lot of us deal with, but maybe don't always talk about. And that's the struggle of breaking a bad habit. If you've ever felt like you're just stuck, running in circles and can't seem to get out, well, this is for you.
Come on, be honest. How many times have you said those exact words to yourself? You make this promise, you're filled with this absolute conviction that this time is going to be different. And yet, maybe a day later, maybe just a few hours later, you're right back where you started.
And here's why. It's because you're not just fighting a bad habit. Oh no, it's bigger than that. You're actually trapped in what feels like an endless loop. And understanding how that loop works, well, that's the very first step to finally breaking free.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this failure loop looks familiar to a lot of you. It always starts with that huge burst of motivation, right? You decide to change. You feel like you're in complete control. Day one is perfect. But then something shifts. Maybe it's boredom, maybe it's stress, and poof, the urge appears. You try to fight it, you really do, but you give in. And then what comes next? That awful, crushing wave of guilt and disappointment.
And that right there is the crucial point. It stops feeling like a choice and starts feeling like a compulsion, like you're not even the one driving. You promise yourself never again, but there's this little voice in the back of your head that already knows. The loop is just waiting to start all over again. It can make you feel completely powerless.
So, why does this happen? Why is it so ridiculously hard to break free?
Let's peel back the layers and look at the actual science of being stuck. Because the answer, well, it has almost nothing to do with your willpower.
And I need you to really hear this, okay? This is a total game changer. This is not a failure of your character. It is not about you not being strong enough. It is, quite simply, about the fundamental wiring of your brain.
So deep inside your brain, you've got this thing called the dopamine reward system. And every single time you do something that feels good, whether that's scrolling on your phone, eating junk food, whatever your habit is, your brain releases this little chemical called dopamine. And that dopamine basically tells your brain, hey, that felt good, let's make sure we do that again. Your brain literally learns to repeat the action to get that reward. This whole process is explained perfectly by what's called the habit loop. It's got 4 simple steps. First, there's a cue, or a trigger. Let's say it's being alone in your room late at night. Then comes the craving, that intense urge. After that is the response. You pick up the phone, you open the fridge, and finally, you get the reward. That little hit of dopamine, that temporary relief, which just slams the lock on that loop, making it even stronger for next time.
So if this isn't about willpower, and it's just our brain's natural wiring, then where's the real problem? Well, this is where we have to completely reframe the entire situation.
You see, we're all fed this myth that breaking a bad habit is some epic internal battle between the good you and the bad you. But the truth, it's not a battle against yourself. It's a battle against your environment. Think about it. If the cue for your bad habit, your phone, the junk food, is always right there, always easy to access, you are being set up to fail. You're not fighting a feeling, you're fighting a system.
I really want you to let this sink in. Read it, and then read it again. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are simply a good person operating inside a system, your environment, that is perfectly designed to make you fail. And that means the solution isn't to somehow get stronger. The solution is to change the system.
Okay, so if the problem is the system, then the solution has to be building a new one. Enough with the why, let's get super practical and walk through exactly how to build a system for breaking free. It really all comes down to 5 core strategies. This isn't one magic trick, but a whole new system you can build to start taking back control. And strategy number 1 starts with the environment itself. Remove easy access. The harder it is to do the bad thing, the less likely you are to do it. It's that simple. Use app blockers on your devices. Don't keep junk food in the house. Leave your phone in another room when you go to bed. The key here is to add friction. Make it inconvenient for yourself. Second, you have to become a detective. You've got to ask yourself, when does this urge usually hit? Is it when I'm bored? Is it when I'm stressed? Is it when I'm lonely? Or just late at night? You have to understand your cues before you can ever hope to disarm them. You just can't fix a problem you don't understand. Now this one is so important. You can't just take away a habit and leave a giant empty space behind. Your brain needs something to do, so you have to replace the bad habit with a better one. When the urge to scroll hits, drop and do 10 push-ups. Or go for a quick walk around the block. Give your brain a new, better path to follow.
All right, here is a powerful little mind trick you can use. When an urge feels totally overwhelming, don't tell yourself no, never. Just say, maybe later. Tell yourself, okay, brain, I hear you. I can do it, but not for 10 minutes. That simple delay creates just enough space. And what you'll find is that most urges, if you don't feed them right away, they just fade.
And finally, you have to stop overwhelming yourself. That thought of I'm never doing this again for the rest of my life, it's terrifying, and frankly, it just sets you up for failure. So instead, shrink your focus. Just focus on winning today. Just tell yourself, not today. That's it. That's your only job. Win this one day, and then wake up tomorrow and do it again. These small victories build unstoppable momentum.
So, where does all of this leave us? What's the ultimate takeaway here? Let's bring it all together and talk about your path forward from this moment.
If you remember nothing else, please remember this. You are not broken. You are not fundamentally flawed. You were just stuck in a really powerful psychological loop that, let's be honest, nobody ever taught you how to break. But now you know.
This whole journey isn't about one single heroic moment of quitting forever. It's about the small, consistent, and frankly, intelligent work of changing your system. It's about making a slightly better choice today, and then again tomorrow, until one day you'll look back and realize that the thing that once had so much control over you has no power at all anymore.
And I'll leave you with this final thought. Discipline was never about being perfect. It's about choosing better, especially when it's hard. It's about having the courage to get back up and try again. And now, you have the tools and you have the system to do just that.